implements and used since day one, since when she started as a coach. And it's basically, it's her system. And Ange and I both went through it, and we thought, it's a great team culture to implement into our team now that our team is growing as well. And it gives us all something to be able to invite to from a team standpoint, and gives us a direction to go each month. And we're going to start implementing this in November, and we're going to continue it through every month. The main thing with this is, just like anything with this business, is consistency. So we're going to start implementing it next month in November, and it's going to take, just like working your power hour, it's going to take consistent work to keep doing month after month after month. And basically, this is how it works. She runs 3 groups, and this is what we're going to start implementing with our team. A free clean eating group, a challenge group, and a coaching internship, a sneak peek into coaching, whatever you want to call it. Okay. The actions that you're taking is promoting and exposing for these groups, executing for the group, depositing into these groups, and I'll show you how that works going through the diagram. Training your personally sponsored coaches. These bottom 2 are your actions that you would be doing every day with your business anyways, whether it's training your new coaches to get to Emerald, to get to Diamond, and then, of course, working your power hour. These groups that I'm going to show you how we're going to implement them in through the month, these 2 things are always ongoing. You're always working your power hour. It's always going to be part of your business, just like all of you hopefully are doing at this point anyway. So how it's going to work is we're going to run a free clean eating group every Monday of the month, of the first of the month. And I'm going to show you how it's going to work for November. But what we're going to do is we're going to, for our team, our cover photo on our team page, we're going to have a calendar like this. That's going to be our cover photo each month for our team page. I know Jim, who's not on this call yet, but he likes to have things to have an idea of what to post about. So we'll have, when all of these groups are going to be starting, we're going to have them on here, and then we're going to fill in spaces in here to show you guys things you could be posting about and what you could be doing. So you have a very direct way of how to run your business each month. And you're going to have plenty of groups and things to deposit people in from all of these things that we're going to start implementing. Now, we've run clean eating groups before, Ange mostly. We always obviously run challenge groups. I've done sneak peeks on coaching, the coaching opportunity, but we're going to start implementing it every month. It's going to be like clockwork. You guys are going to know what to post about. It's going to create a culture for your coaches as they come on board as well. So right here on the 7th of November, and again, you don't have to write all this down. You're going to see it from a visual standpoint, but you're going to have all of this information. So on the 7th, we're going to start a clean eating group on the 7th of November. We're going to start promoting for that on the 7th, or I'm sorry, Thursday the 3rd, the Friday the 4th, and you can do some still on Saturday. Okay, you're going to promote for your clean eating challenge group. It's going to be free, and basically it's going to give you content to post for. So whatever your platforms that you're using, Facebook, you can do a Facebook post on Thursday, Instagram on Friday. You can do another one. If you have a like page, you can do that on Saturday, but then you're wrapping it up. You're done. On Sunday, you're going to open up the group on Saturday. So on Saturday, the group's going to open. That's a little sloppy, but on Saturday the group's going to open. We're gonna run it team wide, so everybody is going to deposit all your people into one group. Okay, Ange already has a pretty detailed clean eating group guide, like a grocery list and meal planning and all that stuff for like 21 Day Fix and that. I'm going to start working on one more from a dude side, and we're going to have all these files created. So every month when we run these, we can start a new group and import the files in, and the work's done. So it's going to take a little bit of work, which we're starting on now to get ready for November. But once the files are rolling and going, we'll have them. So they don't need to keep going. Sunday, the group's going to open on Saturday. You're going to be depositing people Thursday, Friday, and you can do it on Saturday. Saturday, we'll open the group. Sunday, the group will actually start. We can do a live call. We can make sure people have a grocery list, that they get everything that they need for the week, because the group will start on Monday, on the 7th, and it's going to run all the way through Friday. Okay, so we have a clean eating group that's going to start Monday the 7th, run all the way to Friday the 11th. In the clean eating group, we've got to get people engaged. So we're going to do like Flex Fridays and Thirsty Tuesdays, whatever, like where they've got to take pictures of them drinking water and sharing what they're eating, pictures. We all have to lead by example, showing, just taking pictures. We do this a lot anyways for our posts, but get people involved in that. Ideally, if you could have 15 to 20 people in your clean eating group, that would be perfect. That would be awesome. Okay, and that group's just going to run for 1 week to the 11th. The 21st, okay, so we all know our challenge group started today, but next in November, I'm going to just call it BBC for Beachbody Challenge. The 21st is going to be our next challenge group of November, okay? So that's when our next one is going to start. We're going to start promoting. We're going to start promoting for this challenge group all through probably about starting the 8th, promote for Beachbody Challenge. We're going to promote from it all of this week. So you're going to promote for it all of that week, the 8th through the 12th, and we're going to promote for it all of this week. And that's going to be spread out and sprinkled through your social media like a lot of you all do. You'll have something to invite to my next challenge group. Make your flyers, whatever you're calling your challenge group. You can get creative with the holidays coming up, whatever they might be. But you're going to definitely switch up on your platforms. Make sure you're doing your 3 to 5 posts a day normally, but start through your social media platforms for these next 2 weeks, sprinkling in about your next challenge group starting on the 21st, okay? In your clean eating group, like Tuesday, Thursday, maybe even like Friday, you're going to start reaching out to your people, asking them what do they have next, what's going on. You might even want to put your flyer or one of your posts that you made that's on social media. You might want to share that to the group Thursday or Friday, because the people that are in your clean eating group are going to want to know what's next or have a plan. And you want them to know that they can get started on a fitness program with nutrition and hop into your challenge group. Because ideally, when you start this, if you have 15 to 20 people in your clean eating group, hopefully you can get 2 or 3 or 5 into your challenge. If that's the case, by the time the 21st is, you could be at Success Club 5, whatever, Success Club 10, whatever you can get out of a clean eating group towards your challenge that's going to start.
Been doing this.
That's a bonus, okay? Then you're promoting on your platforms like we all do normally for these 2 weeks for a challenge group. So the goal is by the time you start this, between your clean eating group and promoting for your challenge group, you're at Success Club by that point, which is not far off from the middle of the month. You know, by all of these promotions. You know, in the challenge, you're going to promote for it. Like I said, you're going to be going on your different platforms. You're going to be having, you know, some of the post content is going to be before and after pictures that you've had, that challengers have had. You can even go in the Coach Online office. There's a lot of great before and afters in there that you can use and make your own and promote for hopping into your next challenge group. So I know that the board's starting to get more and more filled up, but like I said, we're going to, the month of November on our team page, we're going to have a calendar up, all cleaned up with the dates of when everything's starting, and then we'll fill in boxes and give you guys other ideas of how to post through the month to keep leading up to all of these things. So we're going to run a coach sneak peek on, what date did I have that down? So we're going to do a coach sneak peek on the 14th, right here. Now, this first month is just going to be from you. So you're going to start promoting for a coach sneak peek, like same thing right here. Coach sneak peek on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Saturday, you'll add people into that for you know, make sure that everybody's in by Sunday, and we're going to do a coach sneak peek on Monday the 14th. Now, I'm working on how I want to do that because I don't like running long 5-day sneak peeks. What I'm thinking of doing is doing like a sneak peek on the 14th, the 15th, and then maybe the 16th being a live video or a live Facebook. So we can give them some content in here. And again, once we get this whole system working every month, we'll have our system down. But I want to start implementing this every single month. So everybody, it's clear what you're inviting to. It's going to help you guys have something to invite to every month. And we're going to run it team-wide. So you guys get people, they're going to be deposited into all these groups, okay? So I'll get the logistics of how we're going to do this, but what I'm thinking of right now is we'll run it like the group will run Monday, Tuesday, and then we'll run something live on Wednesday where people can interact and ask questions. The reason why right around here is I've scaled back on my own recruiting and just going all coaching a little bit and kind of delved back into my challenge groups, and I've had a lot of success just even in the last month of bringing people through a challenge group and then getting on the coaching opportunity. So if our challenge group is going to start roughly right here on the 21st, they're going to have a week, 2 weeks, then in December they're going to have 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then we're going to do a coach sneak peek. So you're going to have people in your challenge group 4 weeks into a challenge group, getting to know what the Beachbody community is about. You can see who's engaging in your challenge groups. At that point, within 4 weeks, you can be having conversations and you'll have something for them to be invited to right here on the 14th to be involved in a coach sneak peek. So as you can, you know, this one might just be some bold invites for November, but when we implement this and we get a challenge group starting here for December and moving forward, you're going to have ongoing challenge groups that you can keep depositing people into a sneak peek if they're available and want to and they want more information. So between a clean eating group, a challenge group, a coach sneak peek, those should be more than enough ways that everybody should have enough people circulating through their system to be hitting Success Club every month. And that's why I really want to implement this every single month moving forward, so we all have a set schedule of what to invite to, And as you guys are growing in your team and getting coaches, I'm going to want more help and more, more involvement in these groups as they're growing. We're gonna spearhead them. We're gonna get them going. A lot of the content we're gonna be putting into. But as you guys are coming up with cool meals or grocery lists or whatever else that can be beneficial, they'll be added into the files of these groups. And then each month we're gonna start a new group, and the information will be taken from group to group. So we always have something brand new to be able to invite to. Also, there's on the 28th, so like the last week of every month, we might start implementing, we'll have to see how everybody feels about this and what kind of involvement we're going to get, like a Coach Basics, a training to start. I'm very involved one-on-one with all of the coaches, but if we implement a group where we at least have a funnel for people to go into, where we can host maybe how to do your power hour on one call with 10, 15 coaches on it, it'll free up more time for us to be able to continue working our own power hours and, the one-on-one training that we get with our coaches, getting them to Emerald and getting them to Diamond. So this is going to be a goal, like starting the 28th, every, end of the month, we're going to have a Coach Basics group that's going to start, which will just kind of be basic information, making sure they know how to get in their online office, making sure their profile's set up, making sure they know how to do a solid, good power hour, and then the detail work of delving into that power hour and finding their groups and messaging people and all of that, that can be done by all of us who are our coaches to our team. But at least we'll have somewhere where we can start everybody off on the right step. And we'll have, okay, I have a new Coach Basics group starting on the 28th. And people, if you're doing a sneak peek here, lasting a couple days, they can hop right into a Coach Basics group starting towards the end of the month. So that is, that's kind of what we really want to start implementing for our team culture in and out. So it gives us a schedule and things to invite to, and we'll run it team wide. So you guys all have something to invite to as well. I think it'll help when we put this as in our cover photo for November, and a lot of these will be filled in. So you'll know start dates, you'll know when you can start inviting, and have, different key dates to know when things are going to be able to start. Does anybody have any questions or anything with what we've got going on this? No?
Looks good.
Yeah. You know what? It was an awesome training. It really was. And Anita Myron, she's used it every day since she became a coach. And like I said, she's been a top 10 coach for the last 3 years. She's been a coach for 4 years. And it's no different than working your power hour every day. It's just a matter of consistency. So it's going to take some work to get going, but this format's never going to change. So every month, when December rolls around, you're going to have another month of December up. It's going to have all these key dates, and it'll give you guys a structure to keep being able to invite to and know when your dates are. I haven't been a fan of clean eating groups and spending a lot of time on free things, but I do see the value in this and starting a challenge group a little bit later in the month. So, you hear this over and over again about making sure you're adding value to people and giving them stuff. So, you run this for those 5 days. It might take a little bit of work. Philip, I'm going to be talking to you on our call later this week. I think between you and I, and maybe if Scott wants to hop in too, Ange has a pretty good detailed one, more for the women, like 21-day fix or whatever. It's got a whole shopping list, a whole, meals, the whole 9 yards. That might not work for all of us dudes on the beast or whatever. So right. I want to see if maybe you and I put our heads together. Scott, if he wants to be involved too, we can have a guy's side in there. And once those grocery shopping lists and the meal planning and things are done, then, and there's one other thing I'm going to do on this clean eating group too, but once that's all done and it's imported in the files, all these months going forward, this stuff will all start working like clockwork. And the thing is, if you can get 15, 20 people, and it's gonna be consistency in your social media. So Instagram, Facebook, your like pages, you're gonna spread out those invites from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the first of every month. Clean eating group starting, boom, it's gonna start. Now, I've played around with the idea of when they get in the clean eating group, having everybody get Beachbody On Demand free for 30 days. I've kind of ixnayed that because then they're not going to want to commit to a program right here. So what I figured is run the free clean eating group, you're going to be messaging and talking to them regardless anyways. Everybody needs to be connecting with whoever you brought into that group on a personal message side, checking in with them. Hey, what are you going to do next? What are your plans? Letting them know that you have a challenge group starting on this date. If by Thursday, Friday, nobody's committed, or whatever, a couple people have committed, but some people haven't, and you have conversations going, I'm thinking at this range in here, if you want to let them know about, if they're on board and hesitant or whatever, you might then at that point, maybe you can throw in, hop on a program for the next 30 days, hop on, Beachbody On Demand, knowing that they'd be coming in the following month, possibly after that. But I'm not personally going to offer that up in here. I'm going to try and get conversations going and try and get them into my challenge on the 21st. And, if someone's still interested, I'm not going to not help anybody. So by the end of the week, if they're not on this, but they still would like something, then I would offer out, the free 30 days with Beachbody On Demand. But, you can see that as this grows and you're consistent with this and people are seeing you post this consistently, you start getting 15, 20 people in this clean eating group. If you've got 3 to 5 of those into your challenge, that's Success Club 5, Success Club 10 just from that. And then you're going to be, starting in here the 8th, 9th. 8th, I have it all of this week. All of this week, sprinkling in your post for your next challenge group. All the while, you guys, we're not stopping our power hour. You're connecting, you're inviting, all of your conversations you're having. That doesn't stop. This is part of your business regardless. So it just gives you other tools to be working and having things to invite to for people in this time period. So yeah, I'm excited to start implementing it. We're going to be busy here the rest of this month, just making sure we have everything in order. The clean eating group's pretty much together. I just want to add from a guy's side of nutrition, some more stuff in there. We all know how to do our challenge groups, so that's not going to be anything different. The only thing I got to put a little bit of thought into is how I'm going to do this coach sneak peek and then a coach basics too, because I've been kind of just training my coaches as they come on board, scheduling power hour calls and all of that stuff. So it might, if this starts getting busy and we start getting a lot of people, we can run, and maybe this is something we'll see as it happens, we can run a team-wide like Coach Basics starting at the end of every month where we deposit all of our coaches into and we just get them started on the very basic things for the team. Is Cora, is Scott on too?
Yep.
Okay. Scott, I might be reaching out to you. Maybe me, you, and Philip will work from a guy's, maybe on some nutrition for clean eating. Just maybe some meal planning or grocery lists and things like that. I mean, we've all kind of done Body Beast or have done it, or not that it needs to just be Body Beast, but just a different side of the nutrition plan too.
I'm down with that.
Cool. And does anybody else have any questions or anything you want to chat about with how business has been going, or before we roll off here? This is all I have. I just want to do this is something we're going to be implementing as like our team culture every month moving forward. So it's not going to change. You guys will all get used to what the dates are, where it falls, as we keep doing it consistently each month.
Looks good.
Good deal.
I had a first tonight though that happened to me. I had a guy scheduled that I was supposed to talk to tonight, and we had chatted and everything was fine yesterday. We'd messaged some, and then when I went to message him today to see if he was free, it said it wouldn't accept messages. And so then I went to his Facebook profile, and there was no Facebook profile left. So I thought, I wonder what's going on. So I had my wife look, and apparently he had blocked me.
Blocked you.
Yeah.
I've had that. I've had it happen too, where it's like the guy's all on board.
Yeah.
And you think he's going to sign up, and then now I can no longer message him. So I just think some people, don't know how to say no or whatever, and that's their way out. I mean, I'd rather just have someone be honest with me and just tell me,
Yeah, just say no. But
yeah.
Anyway, that was the first for that. I've never been blocked. Well, I've been blocked before, but not because of Beachbody. But whatever. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a little crazy.
Yeah, extreme. That's about it.
Okay. Hillary, tell Chad, get some rest. Hopefully he feels better.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, he's been in bed for 2 hours.
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay, well, awesome. Well, you guys, thanks for being on.
Thank you.
This has been recorded, so same thing. We'll keep putting everything on our team page. But more importantly, these visuals of the team or of each calendar, that's going to start being our cover photo. It'll be a nice calendar. It won't be all this chicken scratch. You'll have when the groups are starting. I know Jim, who I don't know if he's on here, but Jim liked seeing a calendar, giving him ideas of what to post or things, what to talk about. So we'll fill in other days where groups aren't starting on different ideas on how to post and things like that. So if you want to follow a set system building up to each of these groups, it'll give you ideas to work off of.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Okay, everybody. What's that, Philip?
Thanks for your hard work on it.
Yeah. You're welcome, man. I'm trying to get systems implemented so, we all have, I mean, truthfully, as much as I was kind of not always on the fence of doing clean eating groups or not, seeing it in a system like this and how you're always depositing people from each thing, it makes sense. So, I'm willing to start implementing it, but I think like anything, just like doing our power hours, it needs to be consistent. Especially for like this coach opportunity that's going to happen, the 14th, 15th, and 16th, we might need a full month of doing this. So those can just be a bold invite for, hey, we're going to do a coaching webinar or what is coaching or whatever. But as we're building through these challenge groups, we're going to have people that we can, just like you're sprinkling it in the free clean eating group, in our challenge groups, we could be sprinkling in, and who's engaging, who would be a great coach and all of that. You can start sprinkling that in, that we're going to have a free what is coaching or a little webinar on it. So month after month after month after month, and continually knowing your schedule and how to post and for all these things, I think it's going to be very beneficial.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good.
Awesome. Okay. Everybody, thanks for coming on. And have an awesome rest of your night. Go Cubs.
See you later.
See ya.